G'day everybody, and welcome back to the Industrial Overhaul thing. Mod. I thought, well, I kind of originally hoped to do this when I had a bit more time to do the stream, but at least my plan to, but I've probably got about maybe 2.5 hours sort of thing. But my plan today is to try and make this look a bit nicer, because last time all I was doing was just building up all of the bits and pieces. I wasn't really exploring the mod in my usual way. I was kind of like beelining, trying to get everything done quickly and not really sitting back and letting it sink in. And I'd like to try and take a bit of time to do that. So what I was thinking of doing was trying to build something that looks like a bit of a large industrial complex. Something with lots of piping, refinery type arrangement where you can't really follow what's going on. Maybe use a bunch of sorters, use Easy's inventory manager to have some auto crafting, so I've got some of the basics always produced and stored in something that I guess could look like tanks if I set it up right. That sort of thing. That's kind of what I was leaning towards. And thanks Chris Eel, and thank you very much Metal Lemon. How's it going everybody? Oh. A train. Huh. No, that would be a terrible idea. Not the train, but I just went, I wonder how long it'd take to make a train that went from the north, that went like around the equator as a wrong way round challenge. No. Bad idea, Splitsy. Terrible idea. For those of you who weren't here for the first stream, I started this last week on Thursday, and we were here for about 6 hours. So I got a fair way through the production tree. I managed to find all of the necessary resources. So I found aluminium, I found cobalt, which was very handy because definitely need to have both of those to get any of the fancy stuff. But I've also found a whole lot of enemy bases, so I might need to build some sort of aggressive vehicle to deal with that at some point too. And I also really wish it wasn't nighttime, because I would like to know where stuff is. What I might do instead, since it's still dark, is I'm going to grab some of the stuff out of the back of this truck, shove it in my base, and maybe... what can I dump in there? What? What? I've got a cargo container. Why won't you put that in? Because it's full. Am I out of power for things? Is that why that's not being processed? Grow, smelter. Can't do aluminium. Fabricator, extruder, plate stand, oil cracker, assembler. Oh, did I not ever build the thing to refine the aluminium? Oh. Whoops. Not a train, a rover with multiple trailers. Maybe. That would be... where is it? It's got to just be the refinery, doesn't it? Alright, let's build one of these. Because I need to get that aluminium refined. Thanks, Kyver. Yes, land trains can be interesting. The challenge with lots and lots of trailers in Space Engineers, particularly for trying to do something co-op, is what the experience is like for the person who isn't the host. Which can be anything from okay to horrid. Metal limit, I think, well, I don't know, but I think you can put the gravel gun on a vehicle, but maybe not. We'll have to find out. Oh. Oh. That's an interesting thought, Triax. Maybe I could plan to make all this a vehicle in this save. Nah, I want to build a big factory. That should be working on the aluminium now. Yes. Yes. Getting aluminium. Titanium. Oh. That processed the titanium. Oh, right, because I've got the ultra efficient refineries on. That's right. That's why everything's super quick. Cool. Oh, does the Frostbite trailer not work great anymore? That's sad. Oh, right, Trax. That's what you're thinking. Like, build a little mining facility on each deposit and build a cargo train. Yeah, I might do that. That could be a bit of fun. Make something small grid that has a bunch of large cargo containers, like a pair of them on each set of trucks, and see how well it works. Right. So I've done that, which means I've now got enough space in my inventory here to dump the rest of the stuff I was carrying. Get the rest of the stuff out of this truck. Oh, it's just in the control seat, there's nothing else. All went well, Dragnon. There wasn't even anything to sign. Those of you wondering what I'm talking about, I might have recently had a bank purchase a house on my behalf, to put it that way. Oh, how long is it going to be till morning? Okay, stuff it. I'm doing it. I'm being naughty. I need to figure out where I am, and I don't want to spend the whole start of the stream waiting for the sun. So, morning. No, I'm not using any jetpack mods this time. Froggy in Navy, you can edit Frostbite and all of the other scenarios. It is still doable. What you have to do is just a bit more complex than it used to be. You have to load up the game, save it, then go into your saves folder on your computer, find the sandbox.sbc file for that save, and then if you search through that file as a text file, you can find an entry that says vanilla true. And you change the true to false, and then you can add your mods and do whatever you like. Yes, Katsuel, in the sense that I took out a large loan, and that's what I mean by that previous comment. Where could be an interesting spot to build my base? I've not played any long series with the aerodynamics, with any of the aerodynamics mods or any of the mods that add plane parts, that sort of thing. The reason being that normally I feel they make the game really, really easy to fly. You'd have to have some other restriction on you for it to make it more interesting. Do I want to just build it out in the open here? Or do I want to try and build it up on top of one of these mesas? No, that's pretty much how it works, Cassiel. I was just being facetious in the way I phrased it. Okay, this mesa might be a little too small. Because let's put it on chat, the blocks are very big. Thanks, Strito. Let's find an interesting looking cliffside then, shall we? Lookout towers are fine. I don't think they spawn anything against me. How about a vote on location? Alright, what I might do is I'll pick a couple of locations as we scout around. And then I'll put them down as like GPS 1, 2, 3. And then we can see what people think. And then I'll just do one. And try and make it work. That looks like a really flat cliffside. It looks like someone forgot to actually do anything with the terrain. Nope. That's on top. Actually, that might not be too small. That mesa over there might be pretty good. Oh, laws. Of course. Yes. Stairs and steps with 2 P's and an E. A second E. 2 P's, 2 E's. Ooh. Oh. I know what I want to do. I want to find one of these mesas with another mesa that's within reasonable distance for a bridge. I never build bridges in Space Engineers. I want to build a bridge. Wow, Dragnon! Dude! Seriously, 100 subs, man. Holy crap. You're insane. Thank you. I feel like that took about 20 seconds for them all to scroll through on chat. I think Twitch was struggling to keep up with you. Alright, let's find 2 mesas that are relatively close to each other. Whoa! Whoa! Oops. Oh, those 2 are relatively close. It's kind of thinking like a bridge entryway to the factory, and then I can figure out some way to build a drivable path up on the other mesa. Let's have a look at this. Yeah, this is close enough. No, Cosmonautical, I have not moved. I won't be moving for a few months yet, I suspect. Okay. So, we have the smaller left mesa, and we have the larger right mesa, and we have the little one. I think I'll just do a bridge between the left and the right one, but I might just get you guys to pick which one you think I should actually build the base on, whether I should build on the right or the left. Let's just do that in chat. Why not? It's that kind of day. Let's make you guys make the decisions for me. /poll. Which mesa shall I build on? Left. Right. Yeah, why not? Rest that's fine. Parking area on the left, factory on the right, and living quarters on the little one. Oh, refinery on one side, advanced components on the other. So assemblers on one and... Left and right as where I was positioned before. A lift to pick up your vehicles. So it seems most people went towards the right, but there's enough on the... Yep, right one. Cool. Okay, so base location is this one. So this will be base or assembly. In case I do what people suggested and put the refineries on one and the assembly on the other, which means I'll have to have a massive conveyor pipe going across. There we go. Alright, that means the Vinegaroon needs to get a bit of an upgrade. I feel like Kavak might be upset by that, but oh well. You should have a massive lift operated by ropes of small grid hinges. No. No. I was reading some comments on... Oh, I wish I could remember whose build it was because it was pretty awesome. But they built an anchor for the water mod out of hinges. And apparently after you get up to about... Well, I think he said the 20 or 50 meters, it just... sim speed tanked just through the existence of the hinge rope. My antenna is dangling because I thought it'd be fun when Capac joined me briefly last time. Oh! Cliff! Tesla, I don't know which day they're doing Vanguard this week. What did they say? Yeah, I think based on a well, it's wasted variable time, so it could be a bit of any time. But yeah, it should be... I'm guessing it won't start until well and truly after I'm calling it a day here. Alright, let's get rid of these. Actually, I might just leave this thing. I'm going to build a new vehicle for this new construction. Wait, what? missed in chat? What are you saying it was? Oh, right, yeah. About the whippy antenna thing. So, the rumor is, and I haven't tested this, that with subgrid damage off, if you use an antenna as your lightning rod and then put it on a hinge, because subgrid damage is off, the damage doesn't propagate. I'm not sure that's going to be true, because my assumption is that the lightning will damage in the same way that, say, an explosion would, which is it's an area of effect. But because it's fun to have the antenna on a little whippy tail, why not? Yes, Lucas, because it's not destroying me, it's cheaty. I haven't taken the antenna off there, but I've got enough capax around here. Oh no, I painted the capax yellow. Capax can't be yellow, they gotta be orange. Alright, what do I need to start a new base? I need a survival kit. And I'm gonna need some way of moving all of the resources from here. New vehicle? Maybe new vehicle. Rebuild the landing pod to fly it. Nah, I can carry more stuff, and I think it'll be more fun to try and figure out how to drive up there. And I should now be able to build small grid storage stuff, which is nice. Because I can make aluminium plate. So, Capax color code. So in hue saturation value, it's 15, 100, 100. Or, so 15. There you go. FF4000 is the hex code. So if I make a couple of acid batteries, let's think about this. I want to make a bit of a road train, because that's what I think could be fun. So I'm going to need to have... Oh, hang on. I think I might just have an idea. So one of the big issues with a road train is you, for small grid, really should be using hinges, 3x3 hinges for your hitch mechanism, which makes it huge. But I just thought maybe I could use small hinges below and have two connectors above that aren't locked. As soon as I need to be able to have stuff pipe through, I can just lock those connectors. So that should allow me some flexibility without relying on the magnetism of the connectors to provide that flexibility. So that should work. Alright, so I can make acid batteries. I can't make the fancy ones yet. Three. Oh, actually, that's a bit too close. Need to go big. Yeah, that's fair point, Tracks. I only need the big ones if I'm going to be transferring components. If it is just an ore transport, I can get away with the other ones. Can I make advanced computers yet? I don't think I can. What is that going to be? It's going to be microelectronics factory. I can make one of them. Whoops, wrong key. Dang it, every time I try and do something, I've got to build another production building. Yeah, these things are huge. So lift, bridge, or spiral locks. I kind of like the idea of a lift. Things that make my other stuff. I need a bunch of those. A bunch of those. And hopefully, the thing that makes the motors can make the motors. What's the thing that makes the motors? Assembler. Which for some reason is not pulling from those. Oh, I haven't made large steel tubes, that's why. Okay. There we go. This is just plain old Perton. Which I haven't actually done any previous playing on, so thought it'd be interesting to check out the terrain a bit more. Ooh, whole lift to a slight angle. That's an interesting question, Dragnon. That could be kind of fun. How do I make plastic? That feels like I need a refinery. Not a refinery, yeah, like an oil refinery. Wait a second. Is it an oil cracker I need? I've got an oil cracker. That's an oil cracker. And then I've got the bitumen... No, that's a bitumen extractor. What? Oh boy. This is really hard to keep track of. There's so many things. Why are there so many things? No, that is... what? Oh, that's the... Yeah, then there's the oil cracker. Got it. I thought that looked like that. Incinerator, bitumen... Chemical plant? Maybe it's the chemical plant I need. Where do I get concrete from? Oh boy. We're back at this point, everyone. Where I don't know what I need to get the things I need. Oh. Oh, Beano, I really hope this doesn't this won't confuse any of my vanilla stuff. I've been doing the vanilla for so long. So long. Yeah. But if I... yeah. I don't know that I'd... I don't know. I'm not seeing a lot of What's the term I'm trying to find here? I'm not seeing a lot of extra stuff that this necessarily has added to the game, other than a lot more detail. I'm not vanilla'd out, Dragnon. No. I very much like Space Engineer's general approach to vanilla. Okay, now I've got the basic computers. Now I just need to figure out a way to make concrete. Yes, concrete. Where are you? How do you get made? No, no, no. Maybe? No. Chemical plant? No. Nope. 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 Ceramic? No. Cement kiln. There we go. That'll do it. Oi, this thing's enormous. Oh, that's weird, Perseus Grey. And no, I hadn't noticed that my engineer was leaving footprints on metal. Oh, rats. Yeah, it's on both sides. Yeah, Yeetus Fetus, Capac and I will, but not just yet. We kind of went as far as we could with Stationeers, or as far as we wanted to for the time. So we're waiting until it's had a few more updates and things before we go back to it. But yeah, we'll probably play it again. No, Tex, these are bigger than refineries. Like, that's the refinery there. That's the standard refinery, and then you've got all these things. It seems like Clockwork was taking a few pages out of Krieg's book. With size of blocks. Though admittedly, these aren't quite as ridiculous as Krieg. Build out cement kiln. Then I can make my concrete. Then I can make my... Can't even remember what I was making now.
Energy low.
Yeah, Lucas, I have not seen one that would... anything that would rival that giant turret of Krieg's either. The one where it doesn't really have collisions because it's so big that you wouldn't be able to place it if it had collisions. Thought of a funny thing to put on an LCD in Purgatory. That Watchman quote, "I'm not locked in here with you, you're locked in here with me." And a picture of Spaceman Capac. Tempting. Very tempting. Can anyone remember why I was building these things? I had a reason. Oh, I needed the chemical plant for something? Because I needed plastic, that's right. Oh. What? Uh-oh. What makes plastic? No. No, there was something I swear said plastics. Oh, wasn't there? Okay, let's have a look. See if anything. So the microelectronics factory tells us we need to get some plastic for the advanced computer. Wire drawers do not make plastic. Fabricators do not make plastic. Extruders do not make plastic. Plate stamp. Nope. Ceramics furnace. Nope. Assembler. Nope. These are all just pastes. What the? Where do I get plastic from? Dang it, game. Oh, the oil cracker? What? The oil cracker's not even in here. I get polymer, but that's not plastic. How do I turn polymer into plastic? Oh, is it at the loom? Oh boy. There's the auto loom. I haven't made one of them yet. Where have I got a port I can stick this on? Can I go there, or is it going to be... No, it's going to be running into stuff. I'll have to make a couple of conveyors. Yeah, Dex, you might need a production chainsaw to keep it all straight. Oh... So none of these are polymers, unless it's... Oh, you jerk! It's under the component menu. There we go. Plastic made. Oh, that's gonna be... I'm not sure I'm okay with stuff being hidden behind menus like that. That's kind of... There's so much extra stuff here that's gonna make it frustrating. Alright, that means I can now make some advanced computers. Gold wire. I need to go mine some gold. So I don't think I've got any. I don't think I mined any last time. I did not. Alright. Let's go, my little truck friend. Nope, let's get you some fuel first. Yeah. Yes, Drith, I don't disagree with you on that one. The extent of all that menu messing around is quite significant. Let's drop ice in the thing. Yeah, I think I might need to beeline for the programmable block and setting up Izzy's inventory manager. I'll get the gold and then I'll be able to make those advanced computers, and that should allow me to build the programmable block, which will then allow me to run Izzy's and set up auto crafting. Because I do feel like this mod doesn't work without auto crafting. Oh, whoops. Didn't mean to do that. Build Planner is not made for this, and I also feel like even easy inventory wouldn't be made for this. Like, it wouldn't work either. Because none of the systems in Space Engineers are designed to have components required to build other components. Easy's should work with this, yeah. Izzy's was designed to work with mod components. So that's always been a thing. I don't remember how to set it up with that, but I'm sure we can figure it out together. There's a way you can train Izzy's to recognize a new component. Oh, hang on a second though. How's it going to queue it up to the right device? Because surely Izzy's just sends it to the assembler. Huh. I wonder if it's if it uses the same technique that the build planner does. Like, it'll just set it up to whichever one can build it. It'll be sent to. There must be some internal logic that Space Engineers has that allows that to happen. Thanks, XE6. Yeah, Tracker Joe, I strongly suspect you're correct that every single one of these production blocks that isn't... They're either a refinery that's modified to behave a certain way or an assembler modified. There's no new type, so to speak. It would appear the truck is full. And where is my gold? Where's the nearest gold? 1.67. Yep, that'll be the closest. I very much prefer Izzy's. Over any... Well... Over Taladins, always preferred Izzy's, because Izzy's is easier. Much, much simpler to set up. And I do not have enough power with all this ice on board. Yes, tree down. It was already dead though, so it's not as bad. Yes, I do have rubber, or I should have rubber, because I've got sulfur. Because apparently that was required, I think. Or was that for the batteries? No, that was batteries. I don't know. I should have rubber anyway. But I just haven't gotten around to adding that to the vinegaroon and putting better wheels on it. No F in chat for the tree from me. It got what it had coming to it. Kill all trees. That's dark, Stretto. That's dark. Seems to me this mod would really keep you locked to a planet. The size of ship or station you need would be huge. Yep. It's... arguably that's exactly why it could be fun to play with this longer term, because you would have struggles getting particularly mobile and you'd be tied to a place, which it's quite easy to not be in Space Engineers. It's quite easy to get mobile and get away from wherever you are at the time and just build a fairly small ship that actually can do everything. So I'm still torn. I dislike the menu sort of side of things and having to deal with Space Engineers interface with this level of complexity of stuff. But I do like the idea that you can't easily build a ship that does everything. Don't worry, that wasn't actually a tree, it was a 2,000-year-old ant. Oh. If it was an ant, it was a very dead ant. That looks like gold. Feeling at this point maybe I should get some better tools. Oh, that's right, you get very little ore per, like, voxel chunk in gold. I remember Wasted and I running into that issue when we did our trying to get from Titan to the Never Surrender scenario as quickly as possible. We struggled with the gold side of things because we hadn't realized how small the deposits were. And how little you get from them anyway. I'll grab 2 loads of this and that should probably be enough. All Industrial Overhaul is in essence a delaying tactic as far as progression goes, but then again that's any mod that does this kind of thing would do. It's just a case of how well it does it. Yeah, that's kind of true. Like, I've often added mods to my game to extend the early game in Space Engineers, to extend that period of time where you don't have resource utopia. You don't have access to everything all the time, no matter how you want it, no matter where you want it. Because it is very easy to get to that point in vanilla Space Engineers after, like, it probably only takes me these days a couple of hours to get there. If I think back to the first season of Grand Tour, I got to space in one recording. I was able to get off the planet in that time. And if you're really focused, you can do stuff really quickly. And then Top Engineer with Wasted and Shack. I got from Titan to Earth in the same time it took Shack to get from the North Pole to the South Pole. So you can do this stuff very, very quickly. And so it's nice to have something to extend that period of time where you're trying to just eke out an existence on what little you've got. Oh yeah, Bino. Yes, in the latest episode of Grand Tour Season 2. Yes, that is true. RimWorld, I don't think I'll ever get to space in RimWorld. Not unless I play with Wasted and kind of just let him do everything. And even then, I'm not sure it'll happen. I know he's finished the game a few times, but I don't know if he would with distractions. Insert one Capac game time extended. That's very true. And not necessarily in an insulting way to Capac. When Capac and I play games together, we tend to get sidetracked. It's part of the fun, like climbing to the top of a mountain in Mars. There was no reason for us to do that. We just did it because we could, and we thought it'd be interesting when we did that in Escape from Mars. That's not the sort of thing I tend to do much of on my own. Capac is nature's reset button. Okay. Can I now make advanced computers? I can! Yay! Now I can build my rover! Woo! How big is this base from an aerial view? There we go. That's the size, which doesn't look that big from up here, but when you look at the size of the little rover, or the drop pod even, is big. And that's only one facility of each. If I didn't have this on ×10 refinery and ×10 assembler speed, you'd need to have multiples of these things so that you weren't just stuck with them being so supremely slow. Right. What control seat do I want? I might use this buggy one. Oh, the buggy's a 2x2. Oh. Oh, interesting. Haven't used it before. Let's change this up then. Let's go vertical. Yeah. I don't know that it is. I'm trying to think of whether this is more satisfactory, whether this is more stationeers. It feels more stationeers to me, the way everything's broken down. It's just stationeers with a less obtuse conveyor system. No, Marcus. Times 10 probably makes things lag less, except it allows people to build stuff much more quickly, so if you're playing on a server that has times 10, you're more likely to run into problems, I reckon. Because people will build bigger because they can. Well, hot and sour, they sort of do have an easy small to large grid conversion block. It's called a hinge. Actually, I'd say no. Advanced rotor's the easiest small to large. Large to small, I reckon hinge is easiest. Because they don't flop around as much as rotors. But small to large, advanced rotor's the easiest. Yeah, station is on a satisfactory building size. That's a... Yeah, okay, Bremen. That's about right, I'd say. Where are my batteries built from? Assembler. What do I need? Sulfur, steel plate, copper ingot. And I forgot to do the thing I was supposed to do, which was build a programmable block and get Izzy's running. I'll get these batteries up and then I'll do that, because it would be good to have these charging a bit. Even though they start at high charge. Yeah. That's very well said, Tex. Clockwork does not lack for ambition in the scale of this project. How much charge do these hold? Max stored power 500 kilowatt hours. Ah, that's not very much at all. Could you do this without wind turbines? I don't think you can. Oh, you probably might be able to get by with a hydrogen engine running off your pod initially. But you do need to be in a breathable atmosphere. Oh, no. You need to be on a... Where did Clockwork said? I think Clockwork said you could start on Earth, Triton, Pertum, and maybe Mars, but probably not Mars. But you definitely can't do a space or a moon start. Now, programmable block. Let's do that. That is far more important right now. Let's get Izzy's running. I think it's like... I think the reason you can't start on moon or space is because there are critical things that you need at the beginning that aren't available there. Okay, edit. Browse. Wait for all my massive library of scripts to load. Okay, then I need an LCD, because when I tried to before, I couldn't get the I couldn't get Izzy's to run on its own LCD. Like, I couldn't get the auto crafting to run on the LCD of the programmable block that was running Izzy's inventory manager. I don't know if I was doing something wrong, but I couldn't get it to work when I was trying to do it in Survival Impossible, so I gave up. Alright, auto crafting. Auto crafting true. Craft item once manually to show up here. Oh, how do I do the blueprint thing? That's what I can't remember. Need to remember. I think it says it in here somewhere. You can teach the script new crafting recipes by adding one of the following tags to an assembler's name. This is needed if the auto crafting screen shows no BP. There are 2 tag options to teach new blueprints. Learn will learn one item and then remove the tag so that the assembler is part of auto crafting again. Learn many will learn everything you queue in it and will never be part of the auto crafting again until you remove the tag. To learn an item, queue it up about 100 times and wait until the script removes it from the queue. Alright, let's do learn many for these. Okay, dokie. Start with the assembler. Do I need to have the assembler on? Doesn't appear to be removing them from the queue. Let's try the... Yeah, to learn an item, queue it up. Oh, thanks again, Metal Lemon. Thanks, man. Very kind of you. Yeah, I think some of the ones I did don't need to be learnt. But these did, and they didn't get removed. I'm so confused. The assembler was not making vanilla components, it was making the acid power cell things, which do not have a vanilla tag. And don't show up on here either. There's no acid power cell here. Maybe this isn't going to work. Yeah, spaced and confused. What you're saying does not make any sense, because I have power cell here, which says no BP. I do not have any other acid power cell here, despite having just made 48 of them. So something is going wrong. So what you're saying is not right. or you're not saying enough for me to make sense of what you're saying. I'm not sure which it is. It's definitely a component because you manufacture it through the assembly screen, which makes it a component. So I don't know why that's not worked. Let's try this instead. Let's just do learn. See if that works. Learn. Recompile. So it's re-grabbed the assembler. Now production. Assembler. Power cell. Let's see if it learns one of them and then takes the name out of it. The 6 power cells I have on the list, I imagine, are the special ones, the good ones. Oops. Yeah, the lithium power cells. I've got 6 of these. Oh, this is not going to be good. If I can't get auto crafting to work... Pad Knight, it says queue up 100, but it'll cancel them once it's learnt it. I had the same problem, and when I crafted a battery under the menu in the assembly, it appeared. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, if I can't use auto crafting, I'm not sure how long I'd be willing to put up with the having to like do this stuff myself. Yeah, Yuri, I know that I could just manually craft a lot of this stuff, but I really would like a more efficient way of doing this, because it's just gonna be annoying. Every time something's not being made, I'll have to go and trace my way back through the tree to try and find what hasn't been made, and then queue it up again. Like, this sort of production stuff is one of the reasons I really like Space Engineers, is that you can automate a lot of things in a way that makes sense to me. It's slightly frustrating that I can't do it here. Why you no work? That is the tag. Let me just check this again. See whether it's got a typo or something. String learn. I wonder if the issue is that Izzy's isn't picking up that particular assembler. Are you talking, Vox, are you talking about the Nano Assembler? I don't think the Nano Assembler actually gives you automated production to avoid this sort of stuff. Where is it? Because I think this is just producing the most advanced components as opposed to producing everything. No, Strith. I think the bulletproof glass that it's picking up here is Clockwork's edited bulletproof glass so it isn't a vanilla BP. And copper wire is using something that must be replacing a vanilla item, so Izzy's recognizing it for some reason, but something is balked. So I'm really sad. I wanted to be able to use Izzy's inventory manager to autocraft stuff. Begotten, I've already put the learn thing in. Right. That's disappointing. That's kind of what I hoped to set up here more than anything else. No, the programmer block's not putting out an error. It's telling me that my stuff's full, but that's all. This all seems to be set up correctly. Yeah, Trekker Joe, I changed it to learn to see if it would update, and it hasn't. So I just left it at learn, and even though it was trying to produce 100 of them, it hasn't. Set ignore basic crafting. Where's that in? Auto crafting goes from stone in survival kits until you... Try it. Yeah. Well, maybe I'll set disable auto crafting in survival kits when you have regular assembles. Let's try that at false, just in case some of these are technically survival kits. No, it should not have the apostrophes. The apostrophes do not need to be in the name. Unfortunately, it's not a naming issue. I am 100% sure of that. However, that may have just worked. Because it got rid of the stuff I had in the queue. No, it shouldn't need to learn any sort of preceding stuff that's required for it, since that's not a thing in Vanilla Space Engineers, so I can't see any reason why Izzy would have included that sort of behavior. What I don't understand is why it's not showing up in this list. Because it's not there at all, which is odd. So even if I could, I can't auto-craft it. Oh, I've got 100 of them. They're just not in a cargo container, but Izzy's can pick up stuff that's in assemblers. It doesn't have to be in a cargo container. Oy. This is annoying, to put it mildly. No, you can't just type it in and add it to the list, as far as I'm aware. I can't think of how that would work with the script. Well, maybe it could. I don't know. I just wouldn't think that would work. Yeah, that's what I thought, Space Infused. Everything here is a non-vanilla component. Nothing is technically a vanilla component here. Ammo, bolts. Okay. Oh, we got some more stuff. Still no acid power cell though. The custom data of the auto-crafting LCD is always blank with Izzy's inventory. Because it's kept in the regular text. Just power cell is the lithium ion. The lithium cell. Is the power cell one. Oh, now the acid power cell's there. Okay, cool. For some reason it wasn't searching the assembler inventory correctly, which is weird. Let's now see if I can get it to learn it. Is the assembler still learning acid power cell in assembler learn? Aha! What does it need? Steel plate needs copper and sulfur. Let's just disassemble a bunch of them and get the stuff I need. Learning it. Come on, learn. Learn it. Yes! It's learned. So that'll hopefully update in a little bit. And assembly. Wait. Cool. Alright. So, lessons to be learned from this. 1. When using Izzy's inventory manager with a complete overhaul mod like this, make sure you have plenty of cargo space. 2. Make sure that you have all of the things in cargo that is recognized by Izzy as a cargo space it should be looking through. 3. Patience. All of the patience. And then it'll work. Hopefully. Yes. Because it requires patience, it is not Capac ready. That's so true. Yeah, Tex, you're not so great on the whole patience thing either, are you, when it comes to this stuff? You tend to want to get... Unless you're greebling, in which case you've got the patience of a saint. Yeah, Tex, you know, I'm just messing with you. I'm just thinking about all the times you've driven off in vehicles and then gone, ooh, I shouldn't have done that. Alright, what else do I need to learn from the assembler? I think I need to learn motors. Okay, I've learnt motors. Hopefully. Also, Tex, I don't say that expecting people to believe that I'm not impatient as well. I have made many hurried decisions that have ended up to come back and bite me. Okay. We've got the auto crafting sort of working. What I need to do first, I think, is ensure that I can make steel tubes, steel plate, copper wire, gold wire, just a few of those basics, and then I'll work out some more basics as I go along. So let's do the steel plate thing. Yes, splits ears as focused as... Ooh, shiny. Oh, squirrel. Ooh, shiny squirrel. I get distracted by so many things. It's... I'd like to blame it on the fact that it's really hard in streams to focus when you've got chat that you're trying to pay attention to, the game you're trying to pay attention to, the person you're with trying to pay attention to, and then the thing you're trying to do to try and pay attention to. I want to start with the plate stamp, I think. Okay, plate stamp. Production. Make steel plate. Okay, that's worked. I'm doing this manually just to see that I get the... just so I can reinforce how to do this for myself. And I don't forget how to do this next time. I need to. And then once I've done a few of these, I'll switch over to learn many and see how that behaves differently. Oh, I didn't like that. Okay, I gotta make more. No, it did. It's okay now. Alright, next item will be the wire thingy. Wire draw. Let's try learn many this time. Wire draw. Copper wire and gold wire. It would appear that learn many is not working. So I'm just going to stick with learning one at a time. Not sure why learn many isn't working. I'm not sure what's different. At least this way we get the nice confirmation that things are working. And I only need to do these things once or twice, so it should be okay. Jeez, Tex. Alright, so gold wire. I want to make sure I always have 500 of those. Copper wire, let's always make sure we got 500 of those. Steel plate, let's go 200. Titanium plate, do the same. Where's my aluminium plate? That'll be interior plate. 200 of those. Okay. I did do that on... Whoops. I did it on the wrong side. What am I doing? Titanium plate. 200. Steel plate. 200. Whoopsie. Motors. 50. Light bulbs. 20. Interior plates. 200. Gold wire. 500. Copper wire. 500. Advanced computer 100. Mass power cell 100. Yeah, that's all fine. I didn't have the copper wire BP then, Strith. You could see me learning the copper wire straight after it. It actually did the learn cycle with copper wire when I manufactured it after I turned off Learn Many. Or if you do learn, maybe it just automatically forces it. Maybe it forces a manual. But it wasn't seeming to update the label to tell me what it was doing. I'm happy though. We have function. Fabricator has a queue but is currently not assembling. Are there enough ingots for the craft? No, there are not. I need the ceramics furnace to make glass, so I need to do it next. I wonder if you'll have to do this all again at the new base. No, because I should just be able to copy everything from the programmable block here to the new one. As long as this one doesn't get destroyed, in theory it should all be stored, or it's stored in a file in your save. I'm not sure, but it should be stored. I hope. I really hope. Or physically move the block. You could try that, I guess. Then... not fabricator. Extruder. That's the next one I want to do. Gotcha. Let's get those small steel tubes. Operation Izzy's Inventory Manager Airlift. If I ended up doing that, I'm totally on board with doing it that way. Try and actually airlift the thing and take the risk. Yeah, it'd be incredibly annoying to have to do this for every single base and ship. Yeah, Yuri, I definitely know I want to do that. I want to take the whole block, just take it as is. Attaching wheels and driving the base over to the mesa wouldn't necessarily work, because I might have embedded a lot of these production blocks a long way into the dirt, and would not feel safe trying to dig them out. Okay. Hopefully this will be enough stuff that a lot of the production will be able to be semi-automated now. So a lot of the basics have been learned. I should probably get metal grid. That's the next one I should get. Fabricator. Alright. Let's learn some Fabricator and then we're done with the learning for a bit, I think. Another harpoon cannon. Oh no. No, I don't think that's a great idea. Oops. I'm just going to do learn on this and see what happens, because it said it knew what the electromagnet was. Seems to be happy learning it anyway. Which is probably not a bad thing, because it's got non-vanilla requirements. Go away. I'm busy. Learning heating element. There we go. And basic computer. I should probably do that one too. Ugh. This is good though. This will be good. This is some nice prep for the next time I can get into this save, so regardless of how the rest of today goes, this is going to be helpful. I'll do that just in case something's funny about it. And now Izzy knows pretty much all. Power cells, radio communications, that's fine. Electromagnet, that's fine. Heating element, let's make that 100. Light bulb, 50. Metal grid, 50. Yeah, now that production is sorted out, hopefully I can now build this rover that I was going to use to carry all the stuff over. I just deliberately got distracted to allow this to get done. This needed to... the production needed to be improved dramatically. It was pretty rough. Let's not make this in Capac orange. Whoops. Oh yeah. Why don't I upgrade my tools first? What thing can make me better tools? I can make a slightly better one. And that might be all I can do. Don't let me put stuff away, jerk. Current tools. Good morning, Capac. Yes, Capac could come say hi and talk while he's setting up, if he wanted to. I am in our TeamSpeak. Tell us all what he's planning on playing this morning. Oh no! No, 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 no. Ah.
I mean, I suppose I could.
Yeah, exactly. You could.
What have you done now?
What's what?
What have you done? Why are you gratzing?
Because I can't build something that's intended to have a trailer on even block number symmetry.
Ah.
I should have learned that lesson from the second episode of Survival Unlikely.
Did you see my comment?
Yep, that's exactly what I'm doing. Although I might just put a battery in this spot. Oh, actually you're here. You're occasionally coming into this game. I'll put a second cockpit on there for you. Or I could just put a seat down, actually. Yeah, put a second one. So what's your plan for this morning, Capac?
I thought I might continue with some Noita.
Some Noita.
I'm gonna see if I can get down to hell and get a special treasure chest.
Something else I was going to talk to you about, which I figure we can talk on stream about, is tomorrow's stream.
Oh yeah?
It's potentially going to be a top of 35 degrees tomorrow.
Oh no.
Yeah. I was thinking there might be some advantages in it starting a little bit earlier, so we're not streaming into the hottest part of the day. Just put some thought into that, because it might be worth getting up early and then maybe sleeping later in the day, rather than trying to stream in our offices with our doors shut when it's 35 degrees outside. And mine is already pretty toasty in here right now.
Yeah.
Just, you know, food for thought.
I didn't come here to think about things.
I know, you came here to entertain people.
So what is this thing you're building for?
Are you in here? No, you didn't join the game.
I'm not in the game, but I'm
You're just
watching the stream.
I am building a rover to attach some cargo trailers to so that I can move this whole base.
That seems pretty small for a pretty big base.
Well, I'm not going to carry the parts produced. I'm going to just carry cargo and then not have to manufacture everything brand new over there.
I see.
Yes.
Last time Capic joined, there was a lightning storm, a drone attack, and we both died when the survival kit was exploded.
Yeah, this is true. This is very true. I hadn't expected things to go so poorly, but they did. You let me know when you got things set up, because I was planning on just this one being a relatively shortish stream this morning.
Fair enough. I was thinking I'd start about 10:30, which is in about 10 minutes.
Cool. That gives me time to hopefully get the basics of this rover done. Capac and I had talked about this whole let's use voice chat when we're when I started before him for a stream. I think it works.
Yeah.
Makes it a lot easier for us to transition.
Even though Twitch thinks raids are pointless and don't mean anything.
Oh yeah, there is that. Do we want to tell people in chat about what that is?
No, they don't need to know.
Okay. Just thought I'd check. Since you brought it up, because I wasn't gonna. The battery should be getting some charge even if they're not getting a... I haven't set them to recharge, but they should still be getting some charging. Oh, actually, maybe I don't want to do this. Did you play some Slay the Spire recently, Capac? You haven't played that for a while, I didn't think.
I haven't played it recently.
Huh. No, just someone in chat saying they downloaded it after watching you play.
Ah. It's a pretty fun game.
Yeah, that was your regular cocktail stream game for a little bit,
I was
wasn't it?
doing that for a while. I haven't quite done all the things I wanted to do in it, because I kept failing at the last one.
Don't want to place those ones. These ones. Trying something different with this design. I'm going to evenly space the wheels and see if it works. It's a 6-wheeler.
You said you were using this as some kind of tug?
Yeah. That's why I thought I'd try doing the wheels evenly spaced rather than my more usual 2 at the front, a pair at the front and then 4 at the rear. And it's very much going to have to not be entirely this blue because this blue is overwhelming.
Oh, I hope you keep cool. Nice cool blue color.
I'll have to check out what you've done in your single-player Space Engineers stream at some point.
Energy low.
Oh no! Lightning! No, go away.
What? I haven't even logged in.
There's still lightning.
It's madness.
Yes. Alright, that should be functional.
Fuel low.
Ow! Ow! What the... What? Storms can reduce the amount of oxygen available?
Isn't that... Wasn't that happening on that Draconis-y thing?
On Purgatory?
Yeah.
No, it wasn't changing the oxygen, it was changing the temperature. I didn't realize it could change the O2.
Sand in the air rips the lungs.
Ah! Oh no, it destroyed the antenna! Need to build a new one.
Uh-oh.
Get back here, Hinge! You're enjoying this a little too much, Kamak.
Yeah.
Oh, let me place you. Let's not let... Ow! That hurt.
Oof.
Ow.
Oh, that's right. Somebody said you have to actually be like in contact with the base
Yeah.
to not be a target. I remember that from last week.
and shouldn't die now. This thing needs an antenna tail with thing on it, yes?
Although that's the opposite of the way it should work.
Oh, as in dig underground and be have boxes directly above you.
No, like if you're flying around with your jetpack, you shouldn't be a target at all because you're not like a path to ground.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Yeah. I kind of don't want to fly. Ow! Okay, being on the grid doesn't help. Ow. I was walking then.
Oh well, you just got to survive this for another 5 minutes until I start my stream.
Yes. Yeah, that's true. You can still be a path to the ground by being in the middle. You don't have to be the direct conduit from the ground.
Hmm.
No! Destroyed my hinge. Okay, the hinge system does not save you. Ah. Might work a little bit, but at least you should move the antenna away from your core blocks. That I feel confident in. I think the storm might have stopped. Immediately as I said that, like, thunder goes off.
Yeah, I think we said that last time, and then a whole bunch of stuff blew up.
Yes.
Fuel low.
Okay. Is the lightning gone? Seems like it might be gone.
Who can say? Sesek says outrigger antennas, and I did that on one of my vehicles. Actually, I think it was when we were doing the Mars escape.
Outrigger antenna.
Yeah, I made like decoys on like disco balls that were way
Yes,
out
you
to the
did.
side on stalks.
Yes, you did. For attracting
that was-
gunfire.
Yeah, to attract
You also
the gunfire.
reused that as a toboggan at one stage.
Fuel low.
Yeah.
And you brought it into the
Fuel
stream where we were
critical.
with Wasted in the scrap race.
Oh yeah. I know that was a good little rover.
Yeah, it was. It worked quite well for that little battle that we used it for. Both of ours did, actually.
Build a projector and welder to fix the decoys and antennas.
Yeah. Though it seems like it's not always the antenna that gets damaged, it's sometimes the blocks near it.
Fuel low.
So I don't feel like there's any easy way to get around it. But hiding underground does seem like it would be a
Fuel
valid approach.
critical.
And we have regular wheels. Well, as soon as I got this thing done, I might wrap up for the day, as I was just planning a short stream. And then I'll go raid Mr. Amaru.
Yep, I'm gonna go start up my stream.
Okie dokie. And then I can annoy you being in your voice chat.
Indeed.
Save myself the hassle of having to type. Yeah. Alright, let's drop this. Oh, I might not drop this off yet, actually.
Fuel low.
Might leave it on there so that I can keep it charged for next time while I build the trailer off the back. Oh no, there was subgrid damage. This stalk got damaged through the lightning, so the theory does not work, fortunately. Much as I would like it to. Alrighty. Yeah, as I said, short stream today. Unfortunately didn't really get a start on the new base, but at least we've got a location for it. Maybe next time Capac and I have some time, we might jump in this together. Who knows? Or maybe I'll just be back on my own. But for now, I am going to go to Twitch. Go to my create a dashboard thingy. And we are going to raid Capac, assuming he's actually got his stream started. You've actually got your stream started, don't you?
Yep.
Alright. Hope you guys had fun. I'm not sure when the next one of these will be, but I would like to continue exploring this mod a little bit more before I make up my mind about it, because I'm still a bit torn as to which way I feel. But Capac and I will be back tomorrow for something. Maybe even earlier if we decide not to be boiled.
Who
There's
knows?
all that and plenty more to come. And let's go raid a Capac.
Aha. Nope.
Aha.
Not that one.
There we
Good
go.
morning, everybody. Welcome. Welcome to a Noita stream of Noiting. And, oh, my video is in the wrong place.